What is good, guys? M.V.K here, back again. How's the pack doing? Well, guys, we're here to check out a video called 10 Failed Kidnapping Attempts Caught on Camera. Kidnapping. Yeah, I got nothing to say. I got nothing. I thought I had something to a quip or something to come back with, but I got nothing. We're gonna check this out. That's all I got. I'm sorry. Oh, it's thunderstorming. Oh my god. There's thunder. I hope you like the video. Let's do it. Booyah. Now, go.
Dramatic escape from the moving car was all captured on a video camera here at the gas station.
Welcome to Watch Mojo, and today we'll be looking at 10 thwarted kidnapping attempts caught on camera.
Police say the man in this surveillance video carjacked this woman early Wednesday morning, claiming to have a weapon.
For this list, we'll be considering the most spine-chilling recordings of botched abduction plots.
What the hell?
Shocking incidents left you the most terrified. Let us know in the comments. Craig Bonello. For a preteen Florida girl and her mother, this is probably the most terrifying 15 seconds of their entire lives.
A brazen kidnapping attack
What the?
thwarted by a fierce mother.
Wait, I think I've seen this one.
The whole scene playing out in a Dollar General store Tuesday morning.
While shopping at a Dollar General store on June 7, 2016, a man identified as Craig Bonello grabbed the girl by her arm and violently dragged her away.
What the hell is wrong with this
The girl's
dude?
mother sprung into action.
I think I've seen this guy before, but in Florida. Man, what the hell, Florida?
Full view of surveillance cameras.
Her mother doesn't miss a beat. This mom, Ashley Harper, knows exactly what that woman was thinking.
There wouldn't been,
Go, Mom.
I would have thrown myself on anybody, and now I guess I have to be prepared to do that.
Bonello eventually
Look at
let
this
go
idiot.
and tried to make a run for it, but
Why?
was blocked by an off-duty sheriff's deputy.
There you go.
Eventually, the man letting go, fleeing the store, only to be met in the parking lot by an off-duty officer.
Who was off duty.
Well done.
Pulled into the parking lot just by chance.
He was brought up on charges of kidnapping and child abuse, but was found not guilty by reason of insanity.
Oh, come on with that.
Lamont. In September 2020, a video went viral on social media showing the attempted abduction of a child at a restaurant in Johannesburg, South Africa. In the clip,
South Africa?
women are seen
Get him!
together with
Get
a
him!
girl at
Choke his ass out! Get him!
the kitchen.
We were sitting outside and there were other customers.
Oh, yeah! Take him down! Take him down!
And I noticed that there was a guy running.
All of a sudden, 24-year-old Nassim Slamong jumps over the railing and lunges toward the child.
Why?
Slamong's brazen attempt to abduct the young girl in broad daylight was, however, cut short by
Stupid.
the restaurant's owner, Deshal Suku.
Go, owner!
People say you're at the right place at the right moment. And it all comes with preparation. And I think the years of experience in martial arts.
That's right. You could tell that was.
Suku, a trained martial artist, immediately tackled the culprit to the floor, placing him in a chokehold while one of the women secured the girl. Slamong was swiftly arrested by police and charged with multiple counts of assault and attempted kidnapping.
Why though?
The court has heard the suspect has an outstanding warrant of arrest and a string of previous convictions.
Timothy Todd Milner. The tremendous efforts of a gas station cashier and customer made the difference between life and death for a woman in Coweta County, Georgia.
Deputies call it courageous, the quick actions of this store clerk and a customer at a convenience store off Interstate 85 in Coweta County last Friday.
Surveillance footage from the convenience store showed the woman and a man, later identified as Timothy Todd Milner, walk up to the counter.
Deputies say she asked the store clerk for a telephone in an attempt to call for help.
The woman was reported to have quietly asked the cashier for a phone, but after being handed one, Milner grabbed it from her and threw it on the counter. He then dragged her out of the building and into his truck, parked outside. Noticing the ordeal, a stranger quickly took a picture of Milner's license plate, which aided in police locating him.
Very brave, very courageous, very helpful. They could have gone about their day, and this lady would have been somewhere she didn't want to be with someone she didn't want to be with.
Upon his arrest,
Look at this
Milner was
idiot.
charged with kidnapping,
Look at this
false
idiot.
imprisonment, and
Look
battery.
at this idiot.
Nathaniel Rodriguez. Most of us do not know how we would react if we ever came face to face with a dangerous criminal. But Philadelphia convenience store clerk M.V.K knew exactly what to do in that situation.
At first glance, you might not realize anything's wrong here, but this is an alleged crime in progress.
While working the overnight shift on November 11, 2015, Comer stopped the apparent abduction of a doctor by a supposedly armed criminal named Nathaniel Rodriguez. Rodriguez allegedly kidnapped the lady and was attempting to withdraw money using her debit card.
He forced her to withdraw money from ATMs around town. Watch as they pull into this gas station and walk into the convenience store. The suspect gives a friendly wave to the clerk before they go to the ATM.
Footage from the store's cameras showed Comer leaving the counter and confronting Rodriguez just as the two are about to exit. The suspect then fled the scene in the victim's car, but was later tracked down and arrested after making use of her phone.
The clerk confronts the suspect.
Bruh.
You see, reach into his jacket as if he has a weapon. The suspect then flees in the woman's car. Back inside, the clerk gives the woman a bottle of water. She's shaken but unharmed.
Santiago Salcedo. On October 11th, 2021, a woman was
Respect to
walking
these
by
guys that
in the Bronx with her 3 grandchildren.
Wait a minute.
Approached them.
The attempted abduction captured on surveillance video, which police...
I heard about this. This happened in the Bronx.
Partially covered in a blanket, the man suddenly grabbed one of the toddlers and took to his heels. Initially torn between the captured girl and the other 2 boys left with her, the grandmother eventually chased after the abductor.
Her grandmother panicking and screaming for help while chasing him as the girl's younger brothers stand by, terrified.
Other bystanders joined in, and they soon cornered the man, later identified as Santiago Salcedo.
What the
He lets go of
fuck
the
is
child.
wrong with what's
After
wrong with
riding
him?
away on a scooter, police later caught up with Salcedo, who was reported to be homeless, and arrested him. He was arraigned on charges of attempted kidnapping and unlawful imprisonment.
Literally a couple of people who chased the guy and who helped us with the police and everybody. So
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
And this Bronx mother says that there is not enough...
Yeah, this happened in the Bronx. I know about this.
Thomas Woods. George Ann Baxter was at a Walmart in Bremen, Georgia with her daughter Brittany when her worst nightmare nearly became a reality.
And the video is stunning. A little girl fighting a grown man allegedly trying to kidnap her.
Brittany was playing in the toy section by herself when she was grabbed by 25-year-old Thomas Woods.
And then he just dropped me and went off.
Woods, who had just been released on parole after serving prison time for manslaughter, was captured by surveillance cameras getting into his car and driving away. Police were able to use this footage to track him to his house, where he was arrested in less than an hour.
Police arrested 25-year-old Thomas Woods, who was recently released from state prison.
Look at that.
Out on parole.
Out on parole, and you do some stupid...
Being at the store, Woods was charged with attempted kidnapping. James McGonigal. It's always particularly shocking when an attempted child abduction not only occurs in broad daylight, but also right in front of their parents.
It's quick. And say, oh my God, my kids, please.
That was the case of Jacob Diaz, who was walking down a Queens street with his mom,
It's happening in New York too.
Lopez, and 2 siblings. Diaz was slightly ahead of the rest when a man jumped out of a parked car and snatched him just a few feet away from Lopez.
Dolores Diaz says the men said nothing to her and she doesn't know them.
The quick-thinking mom and her other kids immediately ran after the man, 24-year-old James McGonigal, and successfully retrieved
What's wrong with these
Diaz
20-year-olds?
through the window. McGonigal was able to flee the scene in his car, but he was later arrested by police on charges including attempted kidnapping and reckless endangerment.
One of them, the driver, has been
Fucking
arrested
idiots, man.
and was taken to the hospital for a psychiatric evaluation.
Yeah, Richmond Hills, that's in Queens, guys, if y'all don't know.
And police believe the 2 may be father and son.
Manuel Towns. It looked like something out of a Hollywood action movie. 25-year-old Brittany Diggs had already been abducted at gunpoint by Manuel Towns, who had repeatedly threatened to kill her.
He was like, well, since you don't have any money, you're going to help me get money.
Towns forced her into the trunk of her car and drove around in hopes of using her debit cards to take out cash. This led him to a gas station in Birmingham, where he seemed to have withdrawn money from the convenience store ATM.
Brittany says panic was setting in.
My biggest fear was he was going to drive his car into a river. I'm going to drown here and nobody's going to know I'm in this truck.
As Towns returned to the car and slowly pulled out of the parking lot, Diggs popped the trunk using the interior latch and bolted into the store. The Alabama nursing student made it to safety, and her captor was arrested by police about a week later.
A jury convicts Manuel Towns of several charges, including kidnapping, robbery, and 2 counts of fraudulent use of a credit card.
Derek McPherson. The doorbell camera at the Nash family house in Ohio captured the attempted abduction of one of their daughters in 2022.
So proud of her. So proud of her, because as soon as she screamed, he let go. So obviously, you know, it does work.
Kennedy Nash was taking out the trash when a man, identified as Derek McPherson, approached her and grabbed her by the arms. The young girl let out a piercing scream, prompting McPherson to release her and quickly walk past.
The whole encounter lasting less than 10 seconds as Kennedy pulled away.
What were you doing? Why are you doing this?
Kennedy
These people are
rushed back to
stupid.
the house and relayed the incident to her dad, Ricky, who got in his car and chased down the culprit. He was later taken in by authorities and brought up on charges of abduction and inappropriate grabbing. Ricky's swift chase may have secured McPherson's capture, but it was Kennedy's quick thinking that prevented the tragedy altogether.
McPherson appeared in a Butler County courtroom.
Looks like a fucking asshole
Counts
anyway.
of abduction and unlawful restraint.
Jackass.
Paul Stenga. This terrifying footage from a street surveillance camera in Florida showed the exact
Florida
moment
again.
Allison Banal was nearly abducted.
This shocking video has been played thousands of
Yo,
times across.
Jesus!
Banal was waiting at a bus stop on the morning of May 18th, 2021, when a white minivan parked just beside her.
He chased her down like he owed her money.
Jared Paul Stenga was captured running toward Banal and grabbing her as she attempted to scurry away.
Oh, Jesus!
And she fought until finally she was able to break free.
Stenga, who was reportedly wielding a knife, was unsuccessful as Banal fought tooth and nail to regain her freedom.
Stenga? That
According to
shit.
the young girl, she was inspired by Law & Order SVU to rub the blue slime she had been playing with on Stenga's arms.
She was playing with blue slime
Look at that.
her, and she made sure to wipe some of it on him. That trick gave investigators just the evidence they needed.
This helped police
Learned something from Law and Order. Respect.
his eventual arrest.
That's respect. Respect. What's wrong with these people? I don't get this stuff. You kidnapping, attempted kidnapping. Thank God these people all survived. I was not trying to see somebody get it was a successful kidnapping. None of these. One of them I've seen before. One of them I've seen. One of them, the other one I've heard about because it happened. I remember it was on the news up here in New York. The one that happened in the Bronx, and I didn't hear too much about the one in Queens, but I don't try to watch the news as much. But I heard about that stuff. Like, I mean, one of the first one in Florida I've seen before. I've seen on, and it's just ridiculous. Like, this dude was, and mom was getting dragged with this guy. It's like, what the fuck is wrong with these people? What is wrong with them? What is wrong with them? It's just problems at home, bad sex life. I don't know what the fuck they sexually like. And the fact that dude didn't get time because of playing that whole case of fuck all that, man. He attempted to kidnap a girl. He should be in prison, not let go because of he was wrong, something wrong. He should go to an asylum. Put him in a jail, an asylum. I hated that. I hated hearing that. The fact of the matter is, yeah, man, like, these people were stupid. These people were crazy. You're a bunch of fucking crazy fools. Pisses me off. Like, don't ever let anybody tell you there is no such thing as monsters. Because they do exist, and they come in all shapes and sizes, and they do things that they are attempting to do. We saw some monsters here, people. We saw some monsters. It's disgusting. It really is. Well, guys, look. All in all, I'm glad none of these people got hurt. It was successful. they weren't successful in kidnapping these people. The victims are safe. And a lot of them did some things that were very heroic. Shouts out to like a lot of the good Samaritans that helped out, like my man in South Africa who put him in a choke. Respect. You know, I respect that. But to all them assholes that try to go fuck yourself, you dumb idiots. What's wrong with y'all? Like, what? Go eat a cookie or something. You don't attempt and kidnap people with no apparent reason. What's always going to go through my mind when I see stuff like this is, what's their motive? Why are they doing this? Why are they doing this? You know, at the end of the day, they're a bunch of boobs. That's all they are. Boobs. And what pisses me off too is like a lot of them were up here in New York too. So I'm like, the fuck? It's like, good God. Well, guys, you guys tell me what you think. What I want to hear in the comment section for this video is, how do you feel? Did it make you angry? I want to hear, maybe in a sense, if you were in that situation, would you have jumped in to help said kidnappee? Because I can tell you right now, from my point of view, yes, I would have jumped in with the heartbeat. I would have did exactly my man who put that dude in the chokehold did. I would have, yeah. That's what I want to hear from you, my pack. But outside of that, guys, you guys take care. I'll see you guys next time. Deuces. Stay safe.